Thank you. A lot of you are pretty far in the Khan Academy course. So I'm just going to pick up on the area where it's the travel web page. I think most of you guys have gotten to this point. Um, and so since we're starting to actually build a website here with this travel web page site, I was having some trouble creating an image inside here. So what I decided to do actually is just to start building my own web page in the program that we're going to be using to be building those. So the program we're going to use is something called Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to just go to Google there and see if we can show you that one here. Here, Visual Studio Code. So I'd like you guys to go to Visual Studio Code and download that. You can download it for Mac, or there's other platforms that you can do it for. They should have probably Windows and whatnot. So that's going to be what you guys are going to do first. You're going to download it. So I've already downloaded it here. And I've got, I'm going to just delete this and start over. I'm going to create basically a website from scratch, okay? So what we're doing is we're on the Khan Academy site, and they want us to create a travel web page. So they're asking us to put in a couple of different elements, right? They want us to put in the heading, and if you can see here that we have a heading where I wrote travel to Camden, Maine, and it ends with the H1 tab. And then there's a heading 2, and I just wrote our little town has so much to offer. And you could just like type in some more, so very much to offer. And then maybe you could put in a paragraph, right? So how do we do that? We start with a P. Hang on, let's see. Let's put in a paragraph tab here. P, we'll just say lots to see and do here in Camden, Maine. Let's just pretend that's our paragraph. We can have, and then we're going to end it, right? There we go. So, but what I wanted to do is I want to also put an image in there, okay? And when I start trying to put the image in, all it does is it lets me pick in images from Khan Academy, which I don't want. I want to actually bring in an image from a website. So what I decided to do is I just kind of got a little bit fed up with this, and I decided to just move right over onto the Visual Studio Code and start my own page, okay? So one of the main things that you guys are going to do when you first create a website is the very first thing you guys need to do is you create a folder that your website's going to go in, okay? So you go, and I created my folder, and it's called 3/29/30 website. I just did it because that's the date of today, just to help me. And then let's delete that and let's start over. So you have your folder where the website is. My folder's here in the web design here. Actually, let's just call it travel website. How about travel website? So we've got the travel website folder, and that's where everything's going to live. So then we go over to Visual Studio Code, and we start by creating our document. So, you know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel here. One of the great things about the open source platforms that are available is you could just copy everything here and paste it. Command C, and then go over to here, and then go Command V, right? We're pasting it right in there. And then what you want to do is the first thing you always want to do is you want to save your page. Hang on. Let's actually delete that and start over. Let's take that into the trash. Let's create a new document, new, and we are going to just paste those in there. Command. Now you'll notice when you do pull it in, everything's the same color. It means that it hasn't really been styled up properly. So the first thing you have to do is you have to save it. File, save. And instead of saving it as doc type HTML, you always have to save the first page of any website as index. index.html, and it's going to go into my travel website folder. Okay, save. And now you'll notice once I've done that, I've told the program like basically what kind of file it is, and it styles things up already for you. So now what I want to do is I want to put an image in here. Okay, so how do we do that? So I believe the image, the way you do an image is brackets img. How do we do image? So this is what I can do to help myself. I don't remember how to do an image. I'm going to go here. I've gone into w3schools.com and I'm looking for image. Okay, this is what it is. Image, source, and there we go. Image, source, and there we go. src. And you can see that Visual Studio Code's like trying to help us out here. So they already have kind of like completed it. And now there's like the blinking cursor in between the quotes. So it's asking us where the source is. What's the image we're putting in here? So what I decided is I want to pull an image in from Google. And the way I'm going to do that is you go to Google and you just find an image that you like here. So I clicked on this image and I like that one. And then I click here. And then you go to, let's see, open image in a new tab, okay? And then it opens it right up in a new tab, sitting there, and you copy this link, okay? Command C, and then you go back to Visual Studio Code, and you've got this little, hang on, in between the quotes here, and you just hit Command V. Now remember, always when we put images in, we have to put alternative text, alt text, right? Let's go here and see what they did. Alt, okay, that's how they do it. So I can pull this over here. We've got this there. We're going to go alt. The alt text is in case someone has a screen reader and they can't see the image. It just tells the computer and the person who's trying to look at it what it is. So we're going to say Camden, Maine. We're going to put that. Looks like we have an extra set of quotes here. And the closing thing there. And it would be so cool if this worked. So let's just save it. Is this going to work? Oh, we're going to turn that right off. Let's see here. We got the alt text. We have to go there. Okay, JPEG. I think we actually had to put another quote mark there. I think that might be good. Let's see. Let's see. We're going to hit Command S. And now the cool thing about this is we go, we find our travel website. We click on that. We've got index.html. And we drag that into the, oh my God, look. So this is awesome. So this is basically what this looks like. Okay. This is my code here. And again, I just copied that and I pulled in an image from the web and I put my H1 here, my H2, and my paragraph here. So that's how we are getting started with this, and you've downloaded Visual Studio Code. So that's going to be the end of this lesson, and let's